いやー、
よっしゃ
今度こそおしまいですか？
ー。おしまいですか？
もういいで。
3段階とか嫌やね。
Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
Subdued at last, it begs
あ
for its life.
ランチョ帰ってきた。
Join me. Wield me. Become absolute.
It pleads because it knows I'm its master. I will finish this.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of the Emperor's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
何のチャンス？
We
One
could
chance.
do it, you know. We could rule the world.
何が？
あ
ああ、そういうこと。
そういうこと。
自分をそばの指にあって世界を支配する皇帝にこう。これでいいかな。
うんうん。
やってくれ。
やってくれ。
My master. I must obey. I must end.
どうした？
いけた？
まだ？
Nightmares and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn lipids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling.
いいやん。
Your
Ah.
tentacle burns in your brain. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
怖っ。
わ、
あー危ない危ない。
終わった？
おお。
アラベッラ。違う。
これ似てて分からへんねんないけど。
違うかな。違うな。
違いそう。みんな勇敢になった。
うん。
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
I can't feel the tadpole. It's gone. We're free!
We did it. The nether brain is dead. I can't feel the tadpole. They must have all died with the brain. That means we can't turn into mind flayers. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being a mind flayer, of course.
It makes little difference to me. I did what I had to secure my freedom. And in spite of your resistance to completing your evolution, you have proved a good ally.
ありがとう。
ありがとう。あ、帰ってった。
どっから来たんやろ。
なあ。
The Githyanki are leaving.
キスヤンキ。
It would have been hard to imagine parting ways from them peacefully once.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smouldering, waiting to be rebuilt.
So, what comes next?
目が黒くない。
ほんまや。
お別れかな。みんなバラバラに。
バラバラに。
うん。お祝いする？
あ、お祝いでもいいよ。
お祝いしようかな。
パーリー、パーリー。
パーリー。
Celebration, yes. And perhaps a drink, too.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was.
I never thought I'd be sorry to see a mind flayer go, yet here we are. Be safe.
I will miss you too.
Now that you no longer live in each other's
Puru
minds,
puru
it's
してんな。
hard to tell if the mind flayer is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the...
Oh.
Oh, no.
あ、
Oh, God.
そうか。
Well,
それは
it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
ヴァンパイアやからか。
Seems that's the end
So
of
come on.
Astarion's love affair with the sun. That'll be hard on him.
It's over. And it's all
the-
because of
あ
you.
あ、
You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate. "6 months have passed since you defeated the Netherbrain. And since then, you have seen more of life than you ever thought possible. You are greeted as a savior, a champion, a hero. But sometimes you feel like something else entirely. An adventurer, a traveler, a survivor. You faced down the gods. You thwarted the grand design. Anything seems possible. But before you can write the next chapter of your story, you must end this one.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below.
みんな衣装
For
が
with thy bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
The spring performed. Now there's a
You made
ditty
it.
worthy of a
何したんやろ。
Lady
No.
Shah
あっちか。
smiles on us.
I must be careful to not overindulge tonight, lest I lose control and slip into bear form.
良き
良き
別れ。
別れ。
お祝いか。
ああ、
みんな
喋ったらいいねんな、きっと。
あ、そうやわ。
Lady Shah's blessings to you. Or perhaps you don't need them. You look well.
服。
うん。
Very apt choice of words. But it doesn't just go for me. Lady Shah's entire church prospers. The Absolute washed the Sword Coast with blood and tears. It is now fertile ground for her message to flourish. Broken hearts, shaken faiths, refugees without homes, former cultists without purpose. They can all become the Night Singer's children. With the right nudge. You should see how they flock to us. We spread like the night sky chasing the sun below the horizon.
Oh. 演説はやめてって。これにしよう。
Thank you. But enough of that. I won't have it said that I'm not capable of enjoying a fine night with good company. Tell me what you've been doing.
これ。
I won't pretend I'm not a little jealous. Lady Shah is a demanding mistress, as is her right to be. But a little calm and solitude would be a tonic. I suppose you'll be keen to do the rounds, with so many old acquaintances gathered. Do not let me hoard your time.
無視していっ
But
て。
don't be such a stranger, either, in future. You know where to find me. I can always make some time for an old friend. One of the privileges of being in charge. I've got my own private wine cellar now. I'll keep a special vintage aside for your visit. What? A show of sincere affection? You're lucky none of my followers are around to witness this. Come here. Let's keep that our special secret. I have a
そうなんだ、秘
reputation
密。
to maintain, you know.
あ、はい。
All-consuming. Endless decisions to make, underlings jockeying for your attention, threats from the outside, threats from the inside. There's times I miss when it was just our little group against the odds. Simplicity is a luxury that's drifted out of my reach, I'm afraid. But at least for tonight, I can have a taste of how it used to be.
誰？
You made it! Now the
ハルシン
revelry
か。
can truly
ハルシン
begin.
ハルシン担当じゃないしな。
With us has laid out quite a spread of
ザース
food,
タリオン。
for one comprising mostly of bone.
独り言？
Perhaps he wishes to live vicariously.
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise.
無事やったよな、そういえば。
And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying. Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders. You've become a traveler and a vagabond. A soul after my own heart. But I'm glad to see the world has treated you well. You've earned it. We both have, in fact. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends. Exactly what I feared. Without the protection of our little friends, I was just an ordinary spawn again. Burning in the sun. I fled the dock and found refuge in the shadows until night fell. I'm sorry I didn't seek you out that night. I felt ashamed. Like I'd lost everything just as you claimed your victory. I didn't want you to see me like that. And with Cazador still out there, I could hardly show my face. So, I retreated to the sewers to hide, bide my time, and enjoy all the rats one can eat. Well, you've been busy, haven't you? Away having new adventures, living your new life. Although, if you wanted to help now, I certainly wouldn't say no. You're more than capable of facing him. And killing him. One hopes.
もちろん。
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means. But killing vampires is a decidedly daytime activity. For now, we can simply enjoy the night. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Well, in a manner of speaking.
ハルシンどこ行った？
Actual nose must be a distant memory by now.
では、パシャのハート。あ、誰？
誰？上、この上？
上。
ミ
ミリル
リル。誰？
誰？
誰やったっけ？
おったっけこの人。
いや、初めてじゃう。
なあ。
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
いや、続けてくれ。
Suppose I'll get back to it then.
ちょっと誰かわからんか
わからん。ハルシンに。
ら。うん。
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company.
戻ってきた。あの頃のハルシンが戻ってきた。
それほど仲良くなかったんだけど。あっという間だった。
Perhaps that is so for you, but for me, it may be that a peaceful life after so many years of tumult has made me sentimental. I dwell upon what we shared. That bond was forged in a crucible that can never be stoked again, Oak Father willing. It is a bond that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day. You are right, of course. I am accustomed to dwelling on the past, even when it brought me nothing but unhappiness. You changed that, and gave me the most precious of memories. Now the task is to make yet more of them, so that each reunion shall be all the sweeter. And who's to say we need to make such gatherings a rare occasion? My hearth is yours to warm yourself beside always.
すごいな。
Now,
ガ
we
ンガ
have
ン来
much
る。
to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing. In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees.
6ヶ月で
Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together. It is, truly, though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. I spoke often of balance before. Only now do I realize that balance is no simple, fixed thing. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of. As am I. I may age more slowly than most, but I do believe I've gained some new laughter lines of late. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake. Ha! You would ask to be tucked in next. But whatever the intrepid adventurer needed, I would have been glad to provide. I am all ears, though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Oh.
You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
これ言ったら抱きしめてくれるのかな。キスは断らない。
どういうこと？
どういうこと？何を言う？これにしとこう。
I was just thinking the very
ちょっと
same.
面白いかもしれん。じゃあそういうことになってんねやろな。
多分そうやんな。
If only we could stay like that forever.
続行。
こうしかない。
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods as far as I'm concerned.
長いな、あるし。
長い。
いいわ、もう。
Before you go, I have something for you.
話
Just
があ
a
りすぎ
little
て。
keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company. Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
まだ後で剥がそうとしてる。
カモの彫刻。
カモの彫刻。
話した全部。
Reunited with friends amidst nature.
話したな。
うん、全員喋っ
What
た。
more could
どう
I
したらいい
wish for?
ここに行くの？
これか。
あ、冒険を終えるやって。
あ。冒険を終える。
あ、シナビか。
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
Mm. 2番。
Thou givest thyself so little credit. The duty borne by you was great. You could have well shirked. Thou gavest what it was possible to give. The realm continues for your sacrifices. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much. What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen.
パーティーを本当に終了しますか？はい。
はい。
The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over
終わった。
for now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, Revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health,
いいかがおらん。
wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
3
虫の
番。
入ってないノート。
いいやん。
To you.
少ない。終わった。
あ、終わった。
長かったぜ。
長かった。やりまし
やり
た。
きりました。よかった。飛ばしていいんかな。
うん。
おう。
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
よくわからんな。
うん。
うわ、終わった。
おしまい。
あははは、戻ってきた。よかったよかった。
よかったよか
ああ、
った。
長かった。
お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様でした。はい、おしまい。
おしまい。